Hello, everyone. This is Manu from New Delhi, India, and bringing you a very lip smacking snack, a favorite of everyone. It's the Mumbai Vada Pav. Now, Mumbai Vada Pav is a dish that became famous in the late 60s. It was invented by a very innovative gentleman right outside the Dadar station, and Dadar is a place in Mumbai, and Mumbai has lots of local train network. So this gentleman thought that he should sell something in his shop which is very easy to grab and eat on the go. So this is a recipe that he invented, and it became viral. If I may use today's terminology, it became an instant hit and has been uh, the number one dish that people try once they visit Mumbai. But it is not restricted to Mumbai alone. This dish is a favorite all across India and at many, many places in the world. So I bring you the Mumbai Vada Pav. Now, Mumbai Vada Pav has many components. So, first, we are going to fry these green chilies in oil. So just to make sure that these chilies don't burst in my face, I am going to slit them. I don't have to slit them all the way. I will just make slits in them so that the heat is released and they are cooked and they don't splutter. And along with the chilies, I'm going to fry some garlic. The garlic I am going to use for the garlic chutney. So look how to slit. This
Have
is
you have
just,
have you ever had them squirt in your face? What does that feel like?
yes, that's how I learned. That's how, that was many, many, many years ago when I was a teenager and I tried it, and nobody had taught me to slit the chilies. So let me tell you, that was a very terrible experience.
I can imagine.
It took me a few days to recover from that.
Wow.
So we have slit all the green chilies. This is the last one. So here goes. I'm going to switch on the heat. The oil need not be very hot, just medium. And I am also going to fry some garlic. Let me also grab my mixer. So while we are waiting for our oil to heat up, let's just put together ingredients for our garlic chutney. So this is my mixer grinder. In that, I'm going to add, these are half a cup of peanuts. If you use raw peanuts, then please be sure to roast them for at least 6 to 7 minutes on a very, very low heat. These are roasted peanuts. We're going to add lots of red chilies. That's one, two, three, four. 4 teaspoons of roasted, I'm sorry, 4 teaspoons of red chili powder, a little bit of salt, we're going to add some oil. I'm going to use this oil. 2 tablespoons of oil. And then we need to add the garlic, which we are going to fry right now. So make sure, play it safe. So there are no splashes. Very gently lower the garlic in the oil. Very gently. I had peeled garlic. If your garlic is not peeled, you can still fry it. Why we're frying the garlic is because once the garlic has dried out, then this is going to increase the shelf life of this chutney that we're making. That makes all the ingredients dry. So once the garlic is fried, we will be able to store it for up to 20 days, 25 days, depending on the weather, maybe even a month if it's cold. But if you use raw garlic, then you cannot store it beyond 4 5 days because the taste will change otherwise.
When you say store it, do you just leave it out covered or do you don't put it in the fridge?
No, in India, I have to put it in the fridge. It's
Okay.
going to be 45 degrees very soon. So normally we make a habit of putting these things in the fridge. But in UK, you can leave it on the counter. It's never as hot as India. Now look how beautiful this is.
Yeah.
Beautiful fried garlic. This I'm going to add to the grinder and wait for it to cool down. Meanwhile, there's one more. I found another one. I'm going to add the chilies. Very gently. It's a drop to splatter. I'll put these back. These are not done yet. And take out the ones which are ready to be consumed. Now look at this. This has been done perfectly. This too. We don't want to burn them, and yet they have to be cooked through. So these are the fried chilies. I'm going to put them away and I'm going to switch off the heat. Right. So now I'm just going to step away for a couple of minutes and grind the garlic chutney with
Okay.
lots and lots of peanuts. So here we have peanuts, red chili powder, a little bit of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, and this beautiful golden fried garlic. Now, if you want, you can add a bit of sesame also. If you let me show you how this looks. So this has been ground very coarsely, and currently it is sticking to it's kind of sticky right now. But as we air it, it will become completely dry. The garlic was still pretty warm, and we have added the oil, but the green chilies and the peanuts are going to soak that oil. So we don't want a very fine powder. We want a very coarsely ground chutney. There are some peanuts in it. Look, it's not completely ground, but then that's okay. That's part of its charm. Because if I grind it more, then the rest of the chutney is going to be like a powder, which I don't want. So these peanuts are already roasted. They're not raw. So they're just going to add to the deliciousness. Let me just empty it in a bowl. I have this bowl here. Make sure not to use a plastic bowl. You should empty and store this in either a ceramic or a glass bowl. I might just take out the whole peanuts from this and give them a pulse again. But I do enjoy having some crunchy peanuts in my food. Let me scrape it off very well. Okay. And this smells amazing. And though it's a little sticky at the moment, in a few hours, this is going to be like a powder. So
Really?
that's the, yes, so that's the garlic chutney, which goes with not only vada pav, but you can eat it with almost everything, anything and everything. And this is delicious. Let me tell you that it is fiery, but it is so good. So we'll just put it aside for the time being and start with making the batata vadas. Now, what's a batata? Batata means potato, and vada is the potato ball that we are going to make with the potato mixture. For this, we need boiled potatoes here. So I'm going to roughly crush them and give them a little mash. So now we're going to mash these. You'll notice that we use our hands when we're cooking Indian food because most of the recipes cannot be executed with equipments or tools. You get the best results when you use your hands. That's the nature of the cooking. So if I start using a masher, I am not making mashed potatoes. I am making batata vada. So I need to have a different texture for this. Add some more. Now this is done. I'm going to put it aside and heat up a pan. Now these potatoes need to be tempered a little. So we're heating up the pan for the tempering.
You do so much cooking and you often use these pans. Do they last a long time or do you have to replace them?
No, I use them all the time. These are my tools. I really take care of them. So these pans are used multiple times a day.
Wow.
Now we're going to wait a little more time. Meanwhile, till my pan is being heated up, I want to show you what is a pav. Now these are store bought. This is pav bread. It's like a bun. Tastes somewhat like a bun, but it's a little more yeasty. It is leavened a little more than a normal bun is. And this is very soft. So here goes. To this oil, which has now heated, I'm going to add some mustard seeds. Now, this is a garlic chili paste. I have simply pounded the garlic and chilies together. You can do it by hand, or you can just pulse it a bit in your grinder. Now, I'm going to add some curry leaves. Now, look at these curry leaves. These are from, there's a curry leaf tree in my home. So these tiny leaves are from there, very fresh, and they smell so good.
You have a curry leaf tree.
Yes,
Wow.
curry leaves are so healthy. They're used for a lot of diseases.
That's inside your home, is it?
Yeah, yeah, that's inside my house. That's in my compound. Now, to this, I'm going to add just a little bit of turmeric, not too much, very little, some green chilies, and lots of coriander leaves. Lots and lots of coriander leaves. We need to add a little more oil, another couple of teaspoons. I have switched off the heat because it was getting too hot. And now I just want the turmeric to not smell raw. The garlic and the turmeric should be a little cooked. I think we have achieved the needful. I'm going to add the potatoes. First, I need to give it a good mix. See, I've switched off the heat. The potatoes are already boiled. They are cooked and they are going to be deep fried again. So I've already switched off the heat. My turmeric is cooked. My garlic is cooked. And just mixing the tempering and the potatoes well. I need to give it a little taste test. Now is the time if I have to adjust any seasoning. No salt. I'm adding the salt and some more potatoes. This has to be mixed well. The potatoes should be evenly mashed and colored. Check for the seasoning once again. But can do with a little more freshness of coriander. When you use coriander leaves, it adds a lot of freshness to your dish. This mixture is still a little warm. I have to shape it in balls. I'm going to put it aside. And let it cool. So now we already have three components ready. We have the green fried chilies. We have the garlic chutney here, which again I have put away to cool. And we have a potato mash, which we have to make into roundels. And this is the kanda bhaji that we made. I'm going to put it away. Now we are going to start with the batter. Now for the batter, I would need some chickpea flour, here is the chickpea flour. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of red chili powder, very little. Now this is only to bring out the color of the batata vadas. I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric powder. And some salt. It has to be only lightly salted because the potatoes are already salted. So we do not want to mix two heavily salted dishes. So I'm going to use my hands. This is far more quicker to make a batter. The consistency that I'm looking for is a very flowy one. Not too thick, not too thin.
I like the way you do lots of things with your hands, so you can actually
Yes,
feel when the consistency is right.
yes. That for me, it's also about connecting with my food. And using your hands is by far the faster method always. Except when you're chopping, This is also going to incorporate some air. So this will make the batter lighter. Now, some people also like to use baking powder, but I believe that if you add baking powder to this batter, then the crust becomes soggy. It's not very crispy. And I like my batata vadas to have uh, they should be crispy outside and be soft from within. Little more water. We want the consistency to be a little thinner. A little more water. Sorry, excuse me. The weather here is changing. It's become pretty warm. We have given up wearing woolens. Now this is perfect. When you do like this, the thread should not break. So this is the perfect consistency for a batter, for this particular batter. Now allow me to step away to wash my hands. I'm going to switch on the heat now. I'm going to put this here. Take a little of this mixture and roll it up. This is actually a very small one. This is going to get lost in the vada. So I'll add some more mixture to it and make a bigger vada. I'm sorry, it will get lost in the pav. Oh, batata vada is like a ball, and it's very easy to make balls with this mash. Okay, I have to first check whether this oil is suitable for frying right now. So meanwhile, before this is suitable to fry the vadas, I am going to make these crispy, crunchy things here. This I'm going to grind and add to the garlic chutney. So the heat of the oil is perfect for these. Again, these are random shaped chickpea flour droppings. This is what they look like. I'm just going to get them a little more crunchy.
You like crunchy, don't you?
Oh, yes, I love crunchy. So once these get crunchy, I'm going to add the whole peanuts that were left in the garlic chutney and give everything a pulse. So let me just take out the smaller bits. So this is what these crunchy bits look like. You can hear the sound. I'm going to put them on the side to cool down and proceed with making my batata vadas. I have to clear the oil first. The oil is hot and nice. I have to reduce the heat. So now in goes the third one. Look at the gorgeous, gorgeous batata vadas. They need to stay in the pan for another few seconds. Here goes. Now look at these perfect batata vadas. Now this little bit of a tail is very normal. And this we are going to add to the garlic chutney. Now the batata vadas are ready. We need to assemble the dish. Allow me to wash my hands. Now we have to assemble this dish. We are going to take two paws and tear them like this. You can use a knife if you want, but tearing them like this is also fine. This is the pav. This is the vada. and we are going to serve it with the green chili and the garlic chutney. We need to add some garlic chutney here. And vada paos are almost always sold on paper. The pav with batata vada, garlic chutney inside, and we are going to serve some on the side as well. And how you eat is that you take one bite of the vada pav and then take a bite of the green chili. This is how you eat it. And this is one of the most popular street foods in India. So that's Mumbai vada pav for you.
Fantastic.
Looks really, really good. Oh my God, this is lunchtime too.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm going to plate it properly and do a shoot and share the pics with you.
That's fine. Thank you, Manu. That looks really
Yeah.
good. Ray, minus the green chilies for you.
No, these chilies, they don't remain as hot once they're fried.
No, there's still green chilies. Manu, I know what happens.
Well,
Okay.
you don't think I
All
could
right.
take it?
Mhm.
Oh,
So
I
this
would
is it.
definitely try. I think this has been a
Mm.
brilliant hands-on demonstration. I think when you use your hands, the
Yeah.
opportunity to make sure everything's right, the consistency, it just makes so much
Yes.
sense. And I think you said before
Yes.
you feel closer to it as well.
Yes. That's why I connect with the food.
I know,
That's
but
how I connect with it.
it is. I totally understand that. And that's why, there's this thing behind eating with your hands and fingers because
Yeah.
it enhances the taste.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
one thing that I have noticed here is people here, this side of the world, don't like
Mhm.
hands being used so much. So if you're using hands, it has to be gloves.
That's just because they are not educated enough. The food wisdom in the Western world is very limited.
No, no, I get it, but people are not comfortable. So,
That's fine.
yeah.
Then they can use the tools. The tools are just to make the life easier.
Yeah. So everything
Mm.
is,
But
we're
also
using.
I want to make a point here that science has already proven that using your hands extensively while cooking and eating with your hands improves the microbiome of your gut.
Ah,
That's because very healthy bacteria goes in. If your hands are clean, if you wash your hands before cooking or eating, then the bacteria that is left over is really healthy for your gut.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That-
Well, this has
Thank you.
been a science lesson as well.
Food,
Yes.
science,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
So I'm going to add a little bit of this for the crunch.
Yeah. It's like when we have sandwiches, we always have some crisp. So this is the
Yes,
crisp.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So this is the Indian
Honestly, Manu, I
version of
haven't
a
got
crunch.
anything for lunch ready today, and that is so tempting.
I wish I could share some with you.
Not fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Such is life, dairy.
I know. All right. Thank you so much, Manu. See you
Okay,
soon.
bye-bye.
Thank you,
See you
Manu.
all next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.